All right, let's go ahead and real quickly accept that. And let's get a multiplayer game up. Let's head back to Whiteheart, I guess. Hey, Alabama. Hey, Braden, Kyla, Elite, Rob Wells, Yodi, Oliver, and Tallboy. How is everybody doing for stream number 2 of the day? Let's go get ourselves some whitetail deer. So I think what we're going to do is we'll start at this lodge, then fast travel to this and kind of go up towards this other tent. I think that'll be a decent little path to take. So as always, game name Scarecrow, password Crow. We'll have it set to anyone. We'll start at 7 a.m. and let's get to it. I'm doing pretty good, Tudo. I'm doing pretty good. Hey, Z the Big Hunter. Hey, Cole. Hey, Dwello. Hey, Cash. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, unfortunately, save files from console to PC aren't really compatible with each other, so you'll probably have to start fresh if you go to PC, my dude. Kyla, my best friend, where are you? She's here, Dwello. She's here. Kinda sad I just did every Hirsch mission to find an albino fallow, and then just realized it was the story mission. Yeah, I mean, it's still cool, though, you know? Like, it's still something cool to have, even if it is part of a story mission. Let's get that going, and let's grab turkey collar. I did get the 17 HMR, so we might try to use that a little bit at some point. I don't really know, but we'll try it, I think. Let's get some more arrows. We're definitely gonna need them. Wrong one, I guess. What can I drop off? Let's get rid of that collar, I guess. Oh, man. I guess temporarily get rid of that. I hate how it always, like, grabs these tiny stacks. There we go. Let's just do that. Then we should be able to grab the 17 HMR. Alright, good enough. We'll go with it. Gonna make a real life deer hunting when rifle season comes. If I go this year, I don't think I'll probably go this year. I don't really have the time at the moment or the extra money. But maybe eventually I'll do something like that. If I do a real life hunting video, it'll probably be put to my second channel. Just because YouTube can be kind of weird when it comes to stuff like that. And we already got ourselves a whitetail buck. That's pretty nice. Let's just go try to get this guy. Oh, gotcha, Cole. Nice, tall boy. Nice, my dude. No clue, Braden. No clue. You like geese hunting in classic? Magpies are great for gems, if you didn't already know. Yeah, I do it from time to time. I find that I get more gems doing missions, though. So I've always just done missions instead. But yeah, the magpies are pretty good. But I personally enjoy antlered species, so I tend to just do the missions for the whitetail, mule deer, Roosevelt elk, stuff like that. There he is. First buck of the day is a average one. 95 to 175. I'd guess he's probably like 130s, maybe 120s. That was a waste of 3 weeks. Oof. Feels bad, my dude. Feels bad. It is what it is, though. Stuff happens. This guy to stop. There we go. I've been using the snake bite quite a bit recently. Oh, nice, Cody. Nice. I don't know. I find that personally, I think the missions earn you money quicker. The first few missions don't give a ton of money, but once you get to the final missions, they give quite a bit. Like for the mule deer ones, for example, the last 2 missions are relatively easy. One of them is just kill 4 does with a 44 Magnum and you get 2,800 gems. And then the final mission for mule deer is kill 5 mule deer from a hunting tower, which can also be done pretty easily if you have a tent set up at one of the towers. And that one gives you 3,800, I believe, or 3,500 or something like that. Hey, Dino King. Did you get a diamond boar out of it? Nice. Nice, Braden. Hey, DDF. How's it going, my dude? We got some Roosevelt elk, but currently for the Roosevelt elk missions, I just need bulls. We'll try to get it close, though. Oh my gosh, tall boy. Yeah, it sounds about right. Sounds accurate. Yep, late stream indeed. I figured, you know, since I don't have to do too much stuff today, I might as well do a second live stream on Classic. Need to reset mine after I get to at least 25,000 gems so I can get the last 3 weapons I need for the last Whitetail mission. Yeah, it is good to kind of... What I do is I kind of earn, like, up to the amount that I need in order to reset. And then anything else after the required amount to reset, I just spend on gear. But I always make sure I keep the 13,600 or whatever it costs to reset the missions. I think right now I've got like 20k. Maybe a little more. Okay, I've got 23,669. So I got a decent amount of gems right now because I did all of the mule deer missions the last couple days. You guys are actually going to see a highlight video from that tomorrow. All of the good kills that I got during my mule deer mission grinding. It's going to be a pretty good video, I'll tell you guys that. It's definitely going to be exciting. Oh yeah, for sure, Cody. It's definitely good too. I've got most of the guns. There's a couple I don't have, but I'm not too worried about getting them either. I think it's just like the 4570 Buffalo rifle I don't have, and then I don't have the 308 handgun. I'm not too worried about either of those, though. I would like to get some of the other variations of the pulsar bow, though. I'd like to get the camo one and the orange one. Because currently I only have the black one. What score is your biggest mule deer on Classic? I think it's like 208. All good, Kyla. No worries. Hey, Matthew. Sorry, I didn't see your chat until now. Oh yeah, the recurve in Classic is a lot of fun. And yeah, longbow in Call of the Wild is definitely awesome. And with this next patch, they're going to be fixing the longbow to make it so it's actually quiet. Which that's going to be pretty sweet. Hey, bottom boy. Back-to-back max scoring animals in Call of the Wild. Axis and Lion, nice. 308 handgun is fun to use. Yeah, I've seen Flinter use it a couple times. I was thinking about maybe getting it just so I can have a rifle caliber that weighs less. I think that was a doe. I'm pretty sure that was a doe. Yes, you can. You can use the 4570 on buffalo. Or bison, technically. Unless you're talking about the water buffalo. If that's the case, then yes, you can. Nice, Braden. Got a 203 a few days ago. Nice. I'm doing pretty good, Matthew. It's been a pretty crazy few days getting settled into this new place, but now that everything's kind of calming down, it's nice to be able to kind of relax and just stream some Call of the Wild and Classic for y'all. Welcome back, Kyla. So I think what I'm gonna do is probably go maybe through here, go over here, and maybe around back there. I think that might be kind of a decent route to take. You haven't missed too much, Wyatt. We just started. We got a 120s whitetail buck. That's been about it so far. Yeah, same Smash. I'm just waiting for this next Call of the Wild patch, so yeah, I've been playing a lot of Classic too, my dude. Pretty much the last couple nights, ever since I got my internet hooked up, I've been just grinding Classic, trying to complete missions so I can get more gems and stuff. It's been fun though, and it's produced a few good trophies that you guys will see tomorrow. Welcome back, King. Couldn't believe earlier when your stream had just ended and I got attacked by a level 9 wolf. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. We got the double 9 wolves during the stream and then you got one right after. That is pretty crazy, honestly. Perfect timing. Well, I'm not married yet, Airsoft. Unfortunately, because of all of the like what's the way I can say it on YouTube without getting demonetized, the all that type of stuff that's going around. We kind of had to postpone all that. So we won't actually be able to have a wedding for a little while, at least until they allow large gatherings. Because obviously we don't want to get people sick and stuff, so we don't want to do a big thing yet. Who knows though, we might do something small soon. Just something with family, and then once everything gets better, maybe we'll do a full-on one. Kinda-ish, yeah, Bubbles, kinda-ish. Just call it the coof. True. True, I guess I could call it that and be fine. I guess that is what pretty much everybody else on YouTube calls it, and they're usually fine. Yeah, it does suck, Smash. It definitely does suck. But I mean, it's whatever. We'll get to it eventually. There's no rush. Yes, it is, King. It is indeed. Throw a water bottle at my crush, cause oh, nice, tall boy. Hey, Squish. How's it going? Hope your day's been going good. Yeah, it's definitely been growing pretty quickly, King. It definitely has. Especially around the time when we were close to 4K, I immediately saw the amount of subscribers shoot up for a couple days. It was honestly pretty crazy. Hey, Michael. How's it going? Gonna be a 5K in no time. I'd imagine that once the true axis deer come out, there'll probably be another period of the channel growing a little bit. It's usually how it is with Call of the Wild, is anytime there's a big patch, a lot of new viewers come in. And then about 2 or 3 weeks after the patch, it starts to die down a little bit. Which is to be expected. Because obviously everybody wants to come see what the new patch has. They want to see what the diamonds look like, what all the rares look like with all of the new racks and stuff, so it brings in a lot of new people, but obviously after a while it calms down. Oh man, tall boy. Hey, Nasser. You should join in on this game if you can. We're in search for that 200 whitetail and doing the elk missions in the process. A buffalo and a bison together, a bisalo. Oh man, that's great. Is melting better, bottom boy, or might also be trying to do that? Wait, what? What did I miss? What did I miss? Brain is trying to explode. Yeah, Dad, definitely not meant to explode. Nice, Nasser. Nice, man. Well, hopefully we'll smoke that 200 whitetail while you're here. Hopefully we can get ourselves a nice 200. Dating advice stream. Well, it's not as simple as that. What do you want to know? What do you want advice on? But yeah, rushing things is definitely not good, as King said. Although it all depends on your situation too, because everybody's different. Well, when it comes to something like that, tall boy, it's not really a matter of like making somebody like you. It's a matter of just doing general things that show them that you're a good, kind person that will treat them well, you know? So, for example, everybody loves to laugh, so making them laugh is really a good thing too. Finding common interests that you guys can talk about and have a conversation about, that can always be helpful. Being there for them when they need you, you know, things like that are things that can really help. Want to know how to get a girl to ride bucket seat in the tractor? I don't know, man. I haven't ever had to drive a tractor in my life, so I don't know about that one. Just tell her you got a big John Deere and she'll probably go with you. My brain is doing the thing where I don't pay attention to math class for 5 seconds and the entire board is full of homework and problems. Oh man, Smash, that's not good. Rip, man. Lots of does everywhere. Oh, you're right, Kyla. You're right. You're right. Just spotted 2 max weight fallows, both level 4. Nice, Cole. Hopefully one of them scores pretty decent. Got you, tall boy. That's if you've never talked to her before, then that's a little more complicated, I'd say. Because first you have to transition into actually, like, introducing yourself and conversating a little bit, finding out if you guys have any of the equal interests and stuff. So it's a little bit harder when it comes to that. It's been a long day, Scarecrow. It has, Chase? Well, tell me about it, my dude. What's made today a long day? Both sub 200? Gotcha. Oh, that's not good, Braden. I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay, my dude. Offer her a beer. Well, I mean, Nasser, I think, is like 17, so I don't think that'd be the best idea to offer her a beer. Oh, that's a buck. I didn't see him. Hello there, sir. It's a seat squish, duh. Alright, this should be easily makeable shot. And of course he shook his head as I took the shot. Oh well, it's whatever. Full seat in the tractor cab. Got you. That was not a good shot. Yeah, it was body, of course. Of course, when I was doing the missions last night, I never missed a single shot on the deer, and now, when we're actually on stream, I miss an easy shot. Hey, Drayton. How's it going, my dude? Gotcha, tall boy. Gotcha, my dude. That's understandable. I mean, I was the same way for a while because of one of my exes, but after a while, you do start to learn that not everybody's like that. Day's been pretty good, Nathaniel. It's been pretty good. Shot 2 more non-typical whitetail this week. Can't believe it. Nice. That's awesome. Were any of them of any size? Or were they just average size ones? Well, it is true. Obviously, like, when you're in, like, middle school and high school, it's a lot harder to find, like, true honesty in somebody who's, like, 100%, like, I guess, like, locked down to one person. Because, obviously, like, when you're young, you tend to jump from person to person, trying to figure out, like, what you are truly looking for in someone. A lot of the times during the high school phase, it's really a learning period. It's one of those things where it's possible to find, like, your perfect match in high school, but that shouldn't be your goal that young. Your goal should just be to, like, get experience in dating, learning how to interact with people, and just learning from your mistakes and stuff. Hey, Hollow Crow. You're not missing it anymore because you're here. Where did this buck go? I really gotta know. I'm kind of sad that we messed that shot up. Yeah, exactly, Kyla. And after a while, like after you've been with a few people, especially when you're young, you start to kind of get an idea of like warning signs of not to really, of stuff that's like things that you should look out for and stuff like that. And it definitely does help you out in the future. Yes, bottom boy, that is very true. Also, one thing that's very important is just don't let somebody take advantage of you or just walk all over you. If you feel like you're being treated in a way that shouldn't be happening, make sure that you either confront the person about it or cut it off, because it's not good to be in a relationship like that where you're not being treated the way that you feel you should be. So that's another thing that obviously will come with time, and the more you're in the dating scene, the more you'll learn. That's true. I'm gonna, how do my GM and I resolve fights if we are both right? Best advice is always make sure your woman is fed. Can't argue if you're chewing. Yeah, true. I gotta say, having food ready when my fiance gets home from work definitely solves any potential arguments that could happen. It definitely is a good way to go. Because it also shows that you care. It also shows that you care about, like, making sure that your significant other's happy. And that's also super important, to always show that you care. You gotta show that you care often, but don't be too smothering. That's pretty much how you gotta play it in a lot of situations. But obviously everybody's different. Some people like to be smothered, other people like a lot of personal space. Second supper, nice. Ooh, feels bad, Bubbles. That's Arc for you, though. Honestly, I would never recommend asking over a phone. It's much better to ask in person, because it shows just like that little bit more, that little bit of extra effort can go a long way with some people. Like the fact that you had the courage to go up to them in person and talk about it. That is something that to a lot of women is a huge thing, showing that you like are interested enough to where you'll go up to them in person and actually ask them about it. It's like anybody can send a text or something like that without having to worry as much. Oh yeah, fear of rejection is huge. For the longest time I had that too, where I a lot of times just never asked anybody at all, because I was always just, oh, that looked like a decent buck. No, get back here. No. As I was saying, for the longest time I just never asked anybody, because I was always afraid of like, oh, if they say no, does that completely ruin my friendship with them? And so I just never did for the longest time. I was 16 before I got into my first relationship, and honestly, like, I think 3 of the 6 relationships I've been in throughout my life, I was not the person that asked out first. 3 of the 6 times, it was the other person that asked me. Yeah, Squish. Yeah, I mean, honestly, when it comes to, like, that, dating's definitely something that not everybody is ready for earlier in life. Or even later in life sometimes. For some people, it's just not for them. And then for other people, it's just a matter of finding the right person that changes their mind. Like, I spent 3 years... After my last relationship, I spent 3 years just not really caring about relationships at all. And eventually it just, you know, something felt right. Oh yeah, Real Hunts. I take it you didn't ever watch any of the old dating advice streams we used to do. We've been doing these for a little while. These late night streams tend to be a little more like Q&A-ish, where... And that was a doe. Man, we are spooking everything today. I cannot catch a break. I just want to find a deer and actually have it give me a call and know exactly where it is. But nope, can't even get that tonight. Kyla the cow. Yeah, no, sir. Do you actually have a cow named Kyla? I'm curious now. I'm very curious now. Where is the fleeing tracks? We just saw it run off. I hear something though. Oh, is that a flinter I see right here? I was so focused on the game, I did not even see that you jumped in chat, my dude. Oh, non-tip. No! Alright, we gotta chase that down. You joined at the perfect time, my dude. Oh my gosh. I can't believe he was that close to us and we did not even notice him. And then of course, when he pops out, he's too close for me to get a bow drawn back. Man. Well, welcome to the stream, Flinter. Oh gosh, Cole. Oh man. Yeah, I remember that. Oh man, where was that? Where's his track? I gotta know which one's him. This has to be him. Yeah, 55 to 70, this is him. It's gotta be. I can't believe that little non-typical right there. That's awesome. I've completely lost where I was in chat. What are we talking about now, my dudes? I see somebody saying, "Hi, Bauer." Is Bauer in here? Oh, Bauer is. How's it going, my dude? Everything's been going pretty good. Yeah, apparently you do, Flinter. Well, somebody was saying they filled out an Audible, like application or something and said their name was Flinter or something. Now we can talk to Flinter about that Flinter and Scarecrow collab. Yeah? Saw your last convention video. Audible job because your voice is so... It really is. Flinter should be doing Audible. Like, no joke. 100% should. It would work perfect. Oh, Nasser coming in with the real questions. Yeah, you joined into an interesting stream, Flinter. We're doing dating advice again. I've done a couple of these in the past, but for some reason everybody wants to keep hearing it, so feel free to interject with anything that you might have to say. Went hunting for a deer today, smoked an 8-point with my bow. Nice, that's awesome. I'm sorry, Elite, but I'm engaged. I'm sorry, man. I can't. Alright, let's try to find this little buck. It was once again a really tiny non-tip, but still pretty sweet. Alright, Anthony. No worries, man. What do you mean, Kyla? What do you mean? Oh, I swear, if that was him. If that was him, I'm gonna be really sad. Oh no, I think it was. Oh man. That's definitely his track. Ah, fun times, my dudes. Fun times. Yep, that was him. Well, we're gonna be circling around this guy, I can already tell. I'm going to do a duck hunting video in Call of the Wild whenever they change the ducks, honestly. I mean, I'm gonna do highlights tomorrow, or well, not tomorrow, but the next day of our recent Harlequin duck luck, but probably not gonna do anything else when it comes to ducks until they actually make them more realistic. This is how it's done. Oh my gosh, Nasser. Nailed it, man. Nailed it. Nailed it. Alright, tall boy. Well, I wish you luck, my dude. Hopefully some of the random advice we've given will actually prove useful for you. Alright, I'm just gonna crouch because I don't feel like spooking this guy off again. I mean, we've got him in a spot where he doesn't have a ton of places to go, so as long as we just stay calm and kind of stalk up, we should be able to get him. Is that so, Nasser? Oh man, I'm seeing a lot of timeouts happening. That's unfortunate. Sadly, no, I have not got the great one. But then again, I haven't really hunted for it either. Just because Layton's kind of messed up right now. Nothing is working the way it should. Alright, we gotta figure out where this guy's next track is. It looks like he went off course. So that's kind of unfortunate. Live checkout just got weird. A little bit. Just a little bit, man. Definitely not ideal. But it is what it is. Makes for some entertaining stuff, at least. I just wish I could figure out where this next track is. Or at least maybe like see this guy. I always hate when it tells you it's a certain direction and then it cuts off to the left or right and you can't find the next track. Oh, here we go. So it did go down this way. Hopefully we find this guy soon. Yeah, no, sir. Oh gosh. Okay, that's an old track. That can't be new. That's definitely an old one. But we got another over here. I don't know, man. This buck is being kind of weird. Oh, no, Nasser. What's your Discord name? I'm kind of worried now. Let me find this non-typical first. I want to get this guy down. Hey, 720. How's it going, my dude? Oh my gosh, elite. Oh gosh. Yeah, maybe chill out a little bit in the chat, my dudes. Don't want to be making people uncomfortable. The Ridge Wallet was audible in disguise. Oh, man. As of now, none. It's greens, sadly. I've got really close on one of them, but was not able to seal the deal, sadly. It is what it is, though. One of these days I'll get one. Right now, I'd just love to find the next set of tracks. Feel like we're gonna be spending the entire rest of the stream just looking for this non-typical. Maybe, man. Maybe they would. Oh, I'm still in Oregon, tall boy. I didn't change states. Just moved to a different portion of Oregon. But I'm already liking this new place a lot better. The people here are a lot nicer than our previous one. Previous place was just terrible. We had the worst neighbors ever. I'm glad to hear that, Call the Wild Outdoors. That's awesome, man. Alright, take it nice and slowly. And let's go ahead and seal the deal on this guy. Yeah, Oregon's got pretty bad fires right now for sure. They've calmed down a little bit with the rain, but still not 100% under control. Which obviously is not good. Not sure, Elite. Not sure. Yeah, it's just a doe. My gosh. Oh, 100% Hollow Crow. 100%. I fully agree on that. Yeah, I know Kill Clinton. I talked to him quite a bit, actually. He's one of the mods in my Discord. And in the YouTube chat. Oh, gotcha, man. I mean, either way, it would be a masterpiece in the end. Even if it took a year. Best spot in Oregon to visit. Personally, I'd say the coast. The coastal areas are pretty awesome. Like, Yachats is pretty awesome. Depot Bay. Newport, Waldport. Like, that entire area is pretty awesome. There's a really good, like, coastal section there with a lot of cool beaches and stuff. And some pretty awesome fishing through there. I've been throughout a lot of Oregon. And honestly, anywhere you go, there's going to be a lot of beautiful sights to see. It's one of those very green states. Airsoft Wild coming in with the super chat. Is that a doe? I swear if that was my buck, I'm gonna be sad. Thanks for the content. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you, my dude. I will for sure keep up the content. And thank you once again, my dude. I think that might have been our buck. It's possible, at least. Why is he spooking so easy, though? If it is him. We're not getting any calls either, which is kind of unfortunate. Makes it really hard to locate. Snoop Doggy Dog. Yeah, this was our buck. Are you kidding me? No! Again, it happened. He started to loop around and then spooked. It never fails, man. It never fails. You'd recommend the tent? Yeah, probably. I probably should. Oh, yeah, he was going right back at us. Man, it's unfortunate. Really, Nasser? That is surprising. I feel like almost everybody knows who Snoop Dogg is. Even if you don't listen to rap, a lot of people still know who he is. That's crazy, man. Yeah, Hollow Crow? Maybe. We'll see. Pretty sure it ran off this way. This doe is just coming over here all silent. Maybe it didn't cut left like I initially thought it did. It looks like it actually just went back this way where it came from. That's a little odd, but... I mean, I guess this kind of gets it in a better spot. There once was a big male. Oh my gosh. Yes, please, we need it. There once was a big male who got shot by a big male. I'm thinking this might be an area where we'll actually get to see this guy. We might get our chance here because this is a little more open. Depending on where this next track is, it should help us figure out which direction we need to look. This non-typical is really giving us the runaround, though. Proving to be a very difficult one to get close to. You officially made a shirt? Nice, Kyla. Bedtime story site. Oh, this is a new track. I hope it didn't go back this way. It's gonna make it harder. Well, I already know what this buck is, Landon. This one's a non-typical that we're after. We spotted it briefly, and then it darted off, and I haven't been able to get back on its trail since. Well, let me pick that back up again. I didn't see what it was. Oh, this is old. We don't want that track. Sub 100 scoring non-typical. Yeah, definitely sub 100. I've been getting a ton of those lately. I can never manage to find a good-sized one. It's been over a year since my last good-sized non-typical. In fact, I think it's been more like... Well, it's been like 5 years, I think. 4 or 5 years. I think, at least. I almost always just get those tiny ones. This is definitely from that buck that we hit earlier. Don't know where this next track is, though. I hate it when this happens, where the tracks kind of just cut off to an opposite direction of where it's pointing. Definitely makes it a lot harder to figure out where it went. Alright, chill, my dudes. Leave Kyla alone. I'm sure she doesn't appreciate getting bombarded. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna go back to that track and look on both sides of it. I really don't know what else to do at this point. So we'll just head back to this initial track over here and see if maybe we can get him to come over here. None of you have a chance. Oh man, Kyla clapping back. Yeah, it says this way. I think if I were to take a guess, it probably did cut right along the edge of this water right here. But I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. Hopefully it'll start doing that thing where it circles back and we'll actually get to see it over here. Oh, yep. Here we go. This actually might be a new track. I think this might be one of the current tracks. Only sim for corn silage. Yeah, that sounds accurate, Nasser. That's him. Alright, that's exactly what we needed, my dudes. That's exactly what we needed. We got an idea of where he is now, so we should be able to bag him. Obviously, I'd like to try to get him with the bow, but if not, then we do have the rifle. Do we have... Nope, we don't have a handgun. Ah, we don't need it. 30-06 will do perfectly fine. Thinking about maybe trying to take it with a handgun, but it's whatever. I love how during this search for the 200 and during the time that I've been doing missions to grind out gems for the last few days, we've been finding a lot of like non-typicals and just cool stuff in general. It's been nice because back when I used to play this game a lot, I never had very good luck when it came to rares or non-typicals. Make sure we got scent cover on. Alright, we still got 20 minutes. Where's the lake where you get the melanistic pumas in Call of the Wild? I'm assuming you're talking about the mountain lions, and it is the top right of the map. I always forget the name of the area, but it's at the very top right. Like, if you were to look at the map, it'd be kind of like up here, and it's got a lodge right next to it. I always forget the name of it, though. I think it's Two Fawns or something like that, but it's really, really good. Both of my melanistics were taken there, and then I got a third one at a different lake, but Flinter got 2 melanistics at the exact same lake that I found my 2 at. So I'd say that lake's probably best bet. It's the lake at the top right with the lodge next to it. Can never remember the name, but hopefully that's a good enough description of where it is. Oh my gosh, bottom boy. Gonna have to do a podcast with Kyla regarding mod horror stories. Oh, I'm sure there'd be a lot of them. He's really, really close. This buck is right on top of us now. Now, the thing is, he's close, but I can't see him, and I don't like that at all. There he is. There he is. There we go, we finally got him. Let's go. Finally got the non-tip down. That's got to be one of the strangest little non-tips I've seen, though. He's got such a twisty little tiny rack. Definitely an odd one, but still really cool. We don't really have good lighting. I mean, we can try to like inch over here maybe. Yeah, this should be good enough. 63. A 63 scoring non-typical. Well then. Interesting, to say the least. Definitely the smallest non-tip I've ever killed. But it's kind of a cool looking one, I guess. Definitely unique. See if we can get this to work. I don't think it will, though. Not very well, at least. Yeah, there's no way that one will work. That one antler is kind of like... It's small, but it's very bulky. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. We'll keep trying. We'll get something eventually. Please tell me this looks somewhat decent. Okay, so do you guys see what this antler looks like? Oh man, that's great. Oh gosh. Oh man. I just realized that. That antler is straight up giving us the middle finger. It's like, oh, you're looking for a 200. Well, here you go. You get this instead. Good enough. Let's go with that. Oh man. Yeah, this buck's not happy that we killed it, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and tax that one. That's a cool one. I like that. Honestly, I tax all non-typicals, even if they're not super huge, because I think they're awesome. He's oh man, elite. Yikes, man. Alright, well, I mean, we came here for elk missions and looking for a big whitetail, and we haven't even ran across an elk. Except for like a few cows, but we need to find bulls for the next missions. Puppet shows. The trophy shop puppet shows are my favorite part of classic streams. I know, man, it's great. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we'll probably just keep walking around the route that I had. Yeah, it's definitely the most interesting non-tip I think I've ever killed. That was definitely cool. They're somewhat rare, CP3. It's not really rare, but it's uncommon. I've actually never done a deer drive before, Glades. You're so excited? Nice, Kyla. Are you talking about for like the shirts and stuff? I'm guessing? Since that's what you were talking about before? Friend is big sad trying to get a 200 whitetail too. Today he shot a 198, would have been 201 without deductions. Happy but still sad. Ooh. That's definitely rough. That's definitely sad, but cool at the same time. Nice, Kyla, that's awesome. No worries, you can keep talking about it, I don't care. Biggest buck on Classic is a 150. Yeah, for a while, 150 was my biggest too. Once you get some of the other, like the better gear and more tents put up, it does make it a little bit easier to kind of get yourself some better stuff. Alright, Airsoft. He was bragging to me that he just saw a guaranteed 200. He jinxed it. Man, it's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate that it had deductions. Yeah, Kyla don't like excessive emojis. And I wouldn't test it either, or else you're gonna get timed out. Oh. As I was saying. So yeah, don't spam emotes if you don't want to get timed out, my dudes. Yeah, I'm kind of just hunting to hunt right now, Hunter Har. Kind of just walking around, seeing what we can find, chatting with you guys. Ooh, that's actually 80 to 100 buck tracks. Definitely want to find out what the buck is that left those. I'm pretty sure timeouts are only for 300 seconds. Which is essentially like 5 minutes, I believe. Yeah, what Matthew said. Don't do it if it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea at all. Want to have a staring contest with Kyla, but I don't know how to do eye emojis. You'd probably lose the staring contest. You'd probably lose. Hey, Blur. How's it going, my dude? You just barely missed a non-typical. Hey, Nick. You haven't missed too much besides the only really good thing that we've got so far was a non-tip. It was a pretty small one, but it had a really cool shape to its antlers. I'll probably show it off at the end of the stream if you want to stick around. But it was a pretty cool one. It was a pretty awesome looking one. Hey, Jackson. Sorry, my dude, I can't see everything, unfortunately. It's hard to play and see every message in chat at the same time. This buck seems to be long gone. It's probably a pretty old track. Alright, Landon. Thank you, my dude. You know, if that's the case, I might just like toss a tent over there eventually. See how things go with that. Just starting and have no clue what to do. Well, I'd say the first thing to really do is, personally, I would recommend hunting either Loggers Point, White Heart, or Red Feather Falls to start out. And your first thing that you should try to get is a bow. So, you know, use your starting on your 243 to complete some of the whitetail and mule deer missions and like any of the other missions you're able to complete along the way. Always make sure you have your missions activated and you're checking up to see if you've completed any. Because missions really do help you get that first burst of gems to kind of get some of the gear you need. So that's the biggest recommendation I can give you when starting out. Another thing is don't sprint around. Just walk around and wait for a call. And obviously, like, whenever you get the chance to start spotting around and kind of glassing the area, looking as you're going. Those things will help you. And we've lost the track of this buck. That's whatever. Let's just keep going towards that stand then. Oh man, you just smoked a whitetail with the 45-70 buffalo rifle. That is yikes, man. It feels bad. You're still waiting, Blur? Jeez, man. Gangsta. Yeah, man. Yeah, Jackson. I'm not purposely missing messages, it's just I can't see everything. Earlier today, it was almost impossible for me to keep up with the chat. Everybody was going crazy. It was pretty awesome. It's at 95. Oh man, you're so close. You're so close, my dude. When does the stream end? Well, we've been going for about an hour now, so we'll go for at least one more hour. We'll go for about another hour, and then I'll probably start editing a Call of the Wild video. Probably gonna do a highlights video since we've had... Ooh, wow, that's actually the buck we were just tracking. That's pretty lucky, to be honest. I started just going off in some random direction because I had lost his track, and now we've got him in front of us. Nice. Oh yeah, I'd be mad too, Blur, if it did that. Yeah, true, Bottom Boy, it definitely is. But at least you have the whole, like, membership badge working towards your advantage. It's a little bit easier for me to see that in the chat, so whenever I see that, I know that it's either you or somebody else that's a member. So that does help you out when it comes to noticeability in the chat. 5 days of downloading, jeez. Man, I remember when my internet was pretty bad and I had to wait like a day or two to download a new game. Fun times for sure. Hook 'em back, Elite. Did I just hear that buck sprint off, or am I crazy? I don't think he sprinted off. Oh yeah, he definitely didn't. He's right on us. But the question is where? Oh gosh. My like acoustic foam just fell off the wall. Hold on. Had to move that. No, I gotta see him. Why did that have to happen like that? No. The timing. The timing, my dudes. Of course it decides to fall off the wall right when we get up to this buck. Ah, man. It's an 85 to 100 too. No. So basically what happened is since we just moved, I kind of like temporarily had my like acoustic foam kind of like thumbtacked to the wall, and the thumbtack just came out and the foam dropped on my arm, and so I tried to move it, and yeah, that buck happened to pop out at the same time. Well, we're back to same thing that happened with the non-tip. Time to figure out which way he went and follow. 100 to 165 if I read it right. Ah, hopefully. If that's the case, I might not chase after him as long as I would have. If somebody could go back into the stream by a couple seconds and check it, that would be much appreciated. Because if it's only up to 165, I might not even bother going after it. It was a 200 and you missed it? Probably. That would be my luck. Watch it actually have said like 100 to 195 or something like that. Or like 160 to 195. Because that would look very similar to 100 to 165. But I guess we'll see soon. if we just keep going slow. It would be about 2 minutes back, I believe, Kyla. 1 to 2 minutes. So one thing that I've always been curious about is when it comes to spooked animals, what tactic is better? Like, once you've spooked something, is it better to just crouch and follow its trail? Or is it better to just walk normally, and then when you get a roaming track to crouch? I've never been able to, like, figure out which one of those is better. So just curious what you guys usually do. Yeah, what do you mean, Kyla? You're always social. Crouch the whole time? That's what I've been trying to do recently, but for the longest time I just kind of walked. But last night I was just doing the normal, like, walking, and it didn't really... It wasn't working out, so I started just crouching. But if you're saying that crouching's better, then I would imagine it is, since you have way more hours in this game than I do. I'd like to know where this next track is, though. Splinter knows best. Indeed. Indeed. The classic master knows the way. I hear something. Definitely 100 to 185. Okay. If that's the case, this guy might be worth going after, because it's always nice to get a 170s buck. And I never saw the buck, so who knows? Maybe it's a rare. Can't see him still. Of course it's a doe. Of course it's a doe. I was hoping it was our buck, but not really. I often wonder what I could accomplish if I didn't have all the weights, scores, time, or zone times, etc. in my head instead of useful info. Yeah, I don't know, man. Don't know. They have way more hours because they crouch the whole time. Yeah, too, doe. Oh, man. That's pretty good, I gotta say. That's a pretty good one. Not too bad, my dude. Not too bad. Yeah, try to stay 500 meters apart, and if you're going to be within 500 meters, use the bow so you don't spook anything off from other people. Just to kind of be, like, courteous of everybody. It's classic stream. Not Call the Wild. Wait, what did I miss? Who said something about Call the Wild? Or are you just referring to, Flinters? Oh. Rip Jackson. Okay. This guy has to have spooked off again. Like, there's no way. He was starting to go back. Huh. Oh, yeah. I'll play Call of the Wild when I want to. We already did that earlier today. If you missed earlier's stream, I would highly suggest going back and watching it. We got double diamond wolves. It was a pretty sweet stream. The Medved part was pretty lackluster, but Yukon was good to us. Of course, Medved's never good to us, so it really doesn't surprise me. Foliage well. Oh man, real hunts. Nope, sadly none yet, Billy. We got a non-typical, but no 200 yet. And yeah, there's no way we didn't spook this buck off. Like, I feel like there's no way. Especially since he started roaming and walking kind of in the direction that we just came from. I mean, there is a chance that he didn't spook because we are crouched, but I don't know. Yes, you did. I stream every day at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so that's a good way to, or 5 days a week at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This week, though, I am going to be doing 7 in a row because my fiance has, she's working 7 days in a row instead of the normal 5 because of the fact that she took a 3-day weekend to move and stuff. So I will be doing 7 days in a row of streams this time. Yeah, it was a giant. It was a giant. We're talking points everywhere. Gotta say, coolest non-typical ever killed. "12 on the big male scale." Sounds accurate. "12 out of 10. Yes. 7 days straight as well. Jeez, Kyla. 68 turkey. Where, my dude? Or are you talking about a different time? Are you talking about in this server or just sometime in the past you got one? Alright, well, I don't know where this buck is. Let's see. Where is everybody currently? Alright, we should be good to... We should be good to go here, and then we'll cut away from here so we don't get in Landon's way. But I do want to check this field. I'm not really worried about that buck anymore because he's going to be difficult and we're just wasting our time, honestly. Thank you, Brandon. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. Alright, so there's nothing immediately visible from this tower. Looks like an old school GTA cheat code. Wait, let me see that. Oh my gosh, it does! Yes. That's great. I miss the old days of, like, GTA San Andreas and GTA Liberty City Stories. Aw, man. Those were some of the first games I ever played on the PS2. The memories, man. That was awesome times. Why can't game companies release, like, classic games like that anymore? Seems nowadays it's very rare that a game actually meets its expectations. Let me guess, Landon, you already went through here, I'm guessing. Well, if that's the case, we'll just go... I'll go here so I kind of, like, stay away from you. Oh, really? Like a minute ago? Alright, well... We'll cut this way, that way I stay out of your way, and then eventually... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Eventually we might maybe go up top a little bit more. Or, do you guys want to switch to red feather? I'll leave it up to y'all. Red feather, or stay on the current one? No, I haven't, Nasser. I'll tab out real quick, I guess, if you're gonna change it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, Nasser. Alright, man. Gosh. I don't know what to say, man. Yeah, well, too late, Nasser. It's already been seen. I'm sure she knows it's a meme, though. Oh, we got ourselves a buck. Alright, we'll kill this buck, and then we'll head over to Red Feather Falls. Hey, McHunter. Loggers Point. Well, Loggers has been good to me recently. Tomorrow's video's actually got a pretty awesome kill from Loggers Point. But, I mean, Red Feather has been more consistently good to me. When it comes to Whitetail, Red Feather. When it comes to Mule Deer, Loggers Point. I've had way better luck on Loggers Point for muleys than I have on Timber Gold. Which is weird, because a lot of people say Timber Gold is better for muleys, but I have better luck on loggers. There he is. Oh, it looks like an average buck. I can't see it super good, though. Yeah, just an average one. To be expected, though. 45 to 125, yikes. Yeah, that's a little guy. 80 to 100, though. It's a heavyweight small buck. Oh, let me look at the chat, catch up a little bit. Red feather, red feather. Red feather. Alright, so everybody agrees red feather, then we'll kill this buck and then jump over to red feather. So I'll just go ahead and blast it with the 30-06. Man, this is still one of my favorite guns in this game. The 30-06 Stutson is just so nice. Very powerful gun. Very, very powerful gun, and it also sounds good, it looks good, just in general, an awesome rifle. Is it now a battle to see who can beat Kylo on being quickest? I am not doing Settlers Creek, no. You will never catch me on Settlers. Other maps do exactly what Settlers can do, but better. That's just how it is, my dude. It's just how it is. Yeah, McHunter, I've never had any good kills there really either. Like, every time I've gone to Settlers, it's just been average, mediocre kills. Nothing crazy. Hey, Erica. You haven't missed too much. We did get a non-typical, but other than that, not too much. Alright, so Landon's ready. Let's see if Dill is ready. Nice, Flinter. 250s. Jeez, that's a good one. That's definitely a good one. I had my first ever non-typical whitetail was that 306. And then ever since then, all of my non-typical whitetail have been 110 or less, or like 120 or less. It's been pretty sad recently when it comes to non-typicals. Yes, thick males indeed. We're gonna get all the thick males on Red Feather. Let's go probably... We'll start here and then fast travel to that tent. That's been really good to me recently. Yeah, Fishy. Commands are set to only mods and members because before when I had it set to everybody, people like to spam and it was a little bit out of control, so we changed it to where commands are only for moderators and members. Use your non-typical luck all on that one? Yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it. I've gotten quite a few non-typicals in the past couple weeks, but they've all been small. So honestly, I've been lucky, but unlucky at the same time. Been lucky in the amount I've found, just not the size at all. Been very unlucky on the size. Man, I hate it how it does this with just like the one. Then get rid of that. That and that. There we go. Now we just swap out a couple of these and we should be good to go. We don't need the 17 HMR here. Alright, that should be good. I think we are good now. Yoink that away. Let's grab the 10 mil just because I love this thing. And we actually don't need that. I actually kind of like it without the sight better. Alright, anyway, let's go to that little tent right there. And we get a moose call. Of course it's a moose instead of a whitetail. Sounds like my luck. Hey, Johnny. We got ourselves a non-typical again. And yeah, you did miss the dating advice too. You guys always drag me into these dating advice streams. They're amazing, yet interesting at the same time. I don't know why you guys keep wanting them back. Oh, there we go, a buck. Right there. That one looks somewhat solid, yeah. 120 to 200. That's a decent start, honestly. That's not bad. A good way to start off, for sure. Better than the bucks we found on Whiteheart. Think about this next time, just say hi. Yeah. Yeah, there is that. It's probably a much better way to greet someone. Much better to say hi than scream, pay attention to me. Oh my gosh, Billy, yes. Yeah, that's you're probably not wrong there, Fishy. I probably should add that to the rules, because that is something that's not exactly a polite thing to do that people tend to do a lot. Come back, Elite. Welcome back again, man. Prefer a casual wave? There you go, Flinter. There's your casual wave. Is there a 500 Magnum in Classic? I wish. I would be so happy if there was. I'd be taking that thing out for some bison constantly. I probably should have paid more attention to where this buck was. I think it's somewhere in front of us, but I could be wrong. Oh, that was a call. That's got to be him. Yeah, it's for sure him. Elite? Do I need to even say it, Elite? Whether you're asking me or anybody else, no asking for moderator. You earn moderator roles. I'm letting you bully Kyla. Who would let anybody bully Kyla? That's just mean. Finally found a whitetail drink zone? Nice. I still haven't. Whitetail drink zones are non-existent, it seems. It's good to hear that you actually found one then. No one could bully me if they tried. Yeah, that's a good thing. The art of not caring is something that, must be developed over time, but once you develop that, it is very, very helpful. Yeah, it's definitely a solid one. It for sure is solid. He's got kind of a cool looking high rack. Not a ton of points, but not bad. A little bit of a tight tip-to-tip spread, too. Only had a big level 2 and a bunch of small boys. Sounds accurate. I'm pretty sure that TK said, that Flinter said, that a lot of the whitetail drink zones are kind of in the trees now, or something to that extent. Though honestly, I haven't even bothered with going on to Layton recently. It just doesn't seem worth it with everything being screwed up. Just waiting for them to fix it with this next patch. Or hopefully fix it. Exactly, Kyla. Agreed. Oh, feels bad, Nasser. I don't know, Elite. You must have done something. I heard that a laptop that won't start up is a sign for big males. Sounds good enough to me, man. What did I miss? You missed a non-typical. Really? You're gonna make me do this, boy? Don't make me do this. I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm gonna have to now. If he will calm down a little bit. Ah, we'll just chase him down. I get so focused on chat, I completely forget that I'm even, like, have a buck in front of me. Yeah, sounds about right. Bighorn bow. Definitely classic hating material. And not just any bow. Primitive bows. Jeez. Speaking of Kill Clinton, we should do some stuff together pretty soon. We've been talking about it for like a month now, and we've just never had the time to do a stream together. What was the score of the non-typical? It was only a 63, but it was one of the coolest ones ever. One of the antlers looked exactly like it was giving us the middle finger. It was kind of hilarious, honestly. I didn't realize it until I was taking the picture either, and I realized that he was flipping the camera off. Definitely made for an interesting moment. When you realize the buck is just mocking you the whole time. They drink water from trees but do everything else normal. Yeah, that sounds like Leighton Lake Whitetail for sure. Gonna order Lucky Charms from Amazon and overnight them. Man. I've never ordered food online. Is it usually pretty quick? Yeah, we definitely spooked this guy again. There's no way we didn't. Well, at least we know this buck's kind of worth going after. It is a decent one. You guys are such a distraction. I keep spooking these deer. Yeah, pretty much, Billy. That is a good way to get on her bad side for sure. How many shots does a bison take with the 10 mil? Oh gosh, I don't even want to know. That would probably be a little bit, little interesting, to say the least. Yeah, same. Like, I'll buy everything else online pretty much, but food I always go to the grocery store. But yeah, pretty much everything else is online. I know all of my computer parts, all my streaming equipment is all just bought off of Amazon, Newegg, stuff like that. Nice, McHunter. I think my highest water buffalo is like 263. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I guess I should have just followed like Flinter's technique and actually crouched, but I keep walking for some reason even after I said I was going to stop doing that. That sounds like me. We're a good type of distraction, yeah, pretty much. I mean, what type of stream is it if the streamer isn't distracted by the chat? That's just part of it. What would be the PC for a starter? Ooh, that's really hard to answer because it really depends on your budget and what games you're expecting to play. So, like, I kind of have to know that before really being able to give an answer on something like that, because if you're looking to play very graphically demanding games, or games that aren't super optimized, you're going to need a pretty beefy PC, and that's not going to be cheap. But if you're just looking to play games like maybe Classic and League of Legends and Counter-Strike and stuff like that, then you won't necessarily need a super expensive one. So it's really hard to say. Oh, gotcha, Billy. Yeah. Yeah, don't ask anybody to go to somebody else's stream. That's not nice. It puts people on the spot, and that's never a good thing. It just makes other people uncomfortable. Nobody likes to be, like, publicly asked to go do something. Which is also why it's not necessarily a good thing to be asking people to, like, let's say somebody is talking to another streamer in their chat. A lot of times when people are spamming like, you guys need to do this, you guys need to do this, oh, you guys should play together, a lot of times that does put people on the spot, and it's not necessarily great to do that. Honestly, when it comes to stuff like that, it's a lot better if it happens like organically and isn't like forced on by other people. Just figure that since I'm here, I might as well kind of let you guys know how it is. A lot of the times it does put people on the spot and puts unnecessary pressure on them. Yeah, exactly, Cole. Let him enjoy. What do you mean, Fishy? Are you talking about, like, memberships and stuff? Oh, Tate, that's so close. $1.99. Oh, man. Oh, I'm completely losing track of what we were doing. Where is the next track for that buck? Honestly, I'm over it. I'm just gonna roam around. If we find something, we find it. This is the Hunter Classic. Classic and Call of the Wild would be the games. You don't have to get a super pricey PC then. I definitely recommend don't skimp on the power supply or your graphics card. Those are pretty important parts. Motherboard's also a pretty important one. We got a buck over there. I know some about PCs, but I don't necessarily know a ton about like each price range on what's the current best. But one thing that I would suggest is when it comes to like a graphics card, the 1660 Super is a fantastic card for the price. It's very, very good for its price, and that's a decent buck. Is that the same one? 135 to 215. That might be a different one, I think. Pretty sure that's a different one. Yeah, 7mm Odd 8's a pretty good caliber for sure. I've thought about maybe getting one eventually. Same with 6.5. I'd love to get a 6.5. Yeah, 308's good also. Nice, Nico. That's awesome. Yeah, exactly, Hunter. When it comes to PCs, it does depend on the price range. But as just like a general mid-range, mid to high-range card, I definitely recommend the 1660 Super. It's, I think, like maybe 200. If I remember right, it's like a couple $100, and it's very, very powerful for what it's for the price, at least. Yeah, airsoft for sure. I've got a 270 myself, and it's a really awesome gun. Nice, Salem. That's awesome. Oh, that's kind of an interesting buck. That one side is higher than the other. Oh my gosh, Dill, 182. Nice. 182 whitetail. That's not bad, man. That's not bad. Another gun that I'd like to eventually get is a 25-06. I think that'd be pretty sweet. I'd also like to eventually get a 17 HMR. I don't use a pre-made Real Hunts. I built mine. I honestly don't really recommend pre-mades because you end up paying more for the parts if you buy a pre-made. It's a lot cheaper to get all the parts separately and then just look up a tutorial on how to build a PC. That's how I did mine. I bought all the parts separately and then watched a video tutorial on how to put everything together to where it doesn't like damage parts and stuff. And I'd say that's the best way to do it when it comes to like value wise. And do your research on like what the best PC is for your price range. Linus Tech Tips does quite a few like build guides and stuff like that. He always has pretty good content when it comes to value PCs and things like that. That guy is going to go down soon. There we go. That's not too bad of a buck. I'm pretty sure this is different than the first one we saw, so that means that other buck's probably still out here. But that one's not too bad at all. Been watching you for about a month. Now your vids helped me out so much. That's awesome, Real Main. I'm glad that they've been helping you out. Ooh, we just leveled up the snakebite bow to level 6. Nice. 159. It's not a bad buck. Not a bad buck at all. And if we can get him to stay right there, that's actually a decent pose. Yeah, not bad at all. That's a solid buck. Yeah, I've already done a face reveal. A few times, actually. I think we're on a... We've done 2 different face reveals, pretty much, because I used to use a face cam on my live streams when I first started doing streaming. Then I stopped for a while because I wasn't happy with like the lighting and stuff with my camera and the quality of it. Because the room that I was in didn't have great lighting and the camera is kind of mid-tier quality. It's not exactly amazing. And then eventually I decided that since I had hit... I think it was 3K subs that we did it for. Yeah, when I hit 3K subs, I did a face reveal. Even though, you know, a lot of OGs had already seen my face. But I decided to do a face reveal for everybody that hadn't seen what I looked like. And I did face cam for 4 or 5 videos. And then when the whole, like, fires and stuff hit Oregon and kind of made everything smoky and... it just absolutely killed all the natural lighting. I quit doing the face cam for a while. And now that we're back in this place, I'm gonna eventually try to set it up again. But I want to make sure like my background and everything looks better than before. Because right now, I've got a closet door with a mirror behind me, so... and the whole time you guys would just be seeing my back. So, I kind of want to get a green screen. Or just at least something to put up behind me. I guess I could just, maybe put some of the, like, acoustic foam squares on the mirror behind me. Uh, 270s kick out a 10, maybe like a 3. It's not that bad. It's less than a 12 gauge and more than a 243, I'd say. But it's not bad at all, especially if you have a good pad. It's basically nothing. Like, I could shoot a 270 all day and not get bruised or anything like that. Back reveal. Yeah, I mean, Flinter's already done a face reveal too. I find that that's actually a pretty common question on pretty much every creator's channel is. I see so many people asking for face reveals on channels that have already done face reveals. A lot of times, you just gotta type in, like, you know, Flinter face reveal or Scarecrow face reveal, and it should come up. So if you're ever curious if somebody's done a face reveal, Google is going to be your best friend. You know what? With the longbow getting changed in Call of the Wild, you could have an all longbow loadout and be able to kill every animal and only use 7.5 pounds in your inventory. Kind of crazy to think about. Yeah, honestly, with the longbow being fixed, I'm definitely going to use it more. The only reason I quit using it was because of the weird spook radius. And I'm probably going to use the recurve more now too, since they're changing the aiming to be more like the longbow. Nice, Erica. Yeah, the 270 is really good. Well, like I'm saying, if you're worried about kick at all, get a good butt pad for it. And I actually haven't shot a 308 myself. I wouldn't imagine that it's much different at all, though. 270 is not a super, like, recoil heavy caliber. Yes, Elite. That's my answer, just yes. Okay, there's our doe that's spooked. The one thing I love about this particular part of Red Feather is you can see for quite a ways. So it does make it easier to kind of spot stuff before you get up on it. And there's that doe that just stopped. Alright, we have 6 minutes before we can fast travel, and then we'll probably head over there. Hey, Barrett. Yeah, we got ourselves a non-typical. It was a pretty small one, but it was one of the coolest looking ones I've seen. And then we just got ourselves a 159 whitetail. He's cute, he's so much simping today. Yeah, there's simping left and right. I mean, no simp September's over, so you should expect it now. Saw Hirsch earlier trying to get geese, but my map sucks for geese. Mine too. What I was doing, Johnny, is I was going to my setup and then resetting the time, and then I'd have like 2 or 3 flocks come in, and then I'd have nothing, so I'd reset the time again and repeat. And that's how I was getting my geese to come in pretty consistently. It's kind of costly having to reset all the time, but the geese pay for it, so that seems to be the best way in my opinion. At least for me, it was pretty effective. That's a pathetic buck. Look at that little cutie. Yeah, exactly, Flinter. It is allowed now. Awesome, Reel. For sure. Feel free to answer any questions that people come out with about guns. Because I know a decent amount about guns, but I don't know everything because there's quite a few calibers I've not shot. The only calibers that I shot are the ones that I own, which is a 270, a 12 gauge, 9mm, a 22, and an AR chambered in 223. I have shot a 243 also that was a friend's, but those are the only calibers I've shot personally. Nice, Connor. Nice, my dude. Yeah, I'm hoping that sometime in the next year or two, me and my fiance can get out to do some hunting. She's not really too interested in big game hunting, though. She's more interested in small game and bird hunting, so we'll have to see if we can get out and do something like that. But in general, she's more into fishing than hunting, so we do quite a bit of fishing, but we're hoping to get out and hunt soon. Yeah, Connor, 5.56 is laser accurate. Because 5.56 and 223 are very similar. 5.56 got a little more of a punch to it, but not that much, honestly. But yeah, super accurate, no recoil. It's fantastic. Huge buck. Nice, my dudes. That's a doe right there. How far is this guy? 32, we can make that. I'm still getting comfortable with the long range shots. I can do 30 with no problem, but oh, that went a little bit far right. That should still be lung, I think. I think that's still lung. Get back to 12. Oh gosh. .223 is a laser, but 6.5 Creedmoor is my fave long distance range gun. Yeah, I really want a 6.5, man. I think that might be my next gun purchase, is either a 6.5 or a 7mm. It's gonna be one of those two. Don't know which one yet, but definitely one of those. Or maybe even a 308. Like, there's so many guns that I'd love to have, but it's gonna be a matter of when. It'll probably have to wait a little bit now. I mean, with us just moving in and stuff, I've got more important things to worry about than guns at the moment, but eventually we'll get to a point where I can go get a new gun. 6.5 is better than 7mm Mod 8 in my opinion. I think 6.5's probably got cheaper ammo too, wouldn't it? Because 7mm Mod 8's not as common as a caliber if I remember correctly. I definitely hear a lot more people talk about 6.5 than the 7mm Mod 8. I guess we'll try to get this doe to come in. This buck's gotta be really close. He couldn't have ran too much further. In fact, I'm surprised we're not seeing him yet. Yeah, feel free to, Billy. It's an open session. Let me just make sure there's not a full lobby. Yep, there's 2 slots open, so feel free to jump in. Session name Scarecrow, password is Crow. As always. And same rules as always, just stay 500 meters away from others. And if you have to get within 500 meters, use your bow so you don't spook other people's animals. You know, basic rules. Basic stuff. A little low. Oh, that was actually high. Good to know. Figure does are probably the perfect thing to practice on when it comes to getting used to other ranges. Slightly high. And that was like 36. Good to know. Accidentally spook it my way. Nah, man, if you find a 200, that's your 200. I will refuse to take it. Tiny little buck. 61. Alright, let's give this little guy the flinter specialty, since it is a small male. Ah, no. Give me your tail. Can't get the tail. It won't let me grab the tail, my dudes. No. I'm trying to get the tail and it won't let me. Maybe we'll have to go with the leg. I guess that's fine too. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right there. Perfect. Sell that. We're getting a little bit close to Salem. We should probably cut across. Maybe even... we can actually fast travel now. Let's see where everybody is so we don't... I guess we could maybe go for elk now. So let's head to this campsite here. It's gonna be 3 camping supplies, but it's whatever. Oh my gosh, airgun mountain lions? That would be fun. That would be fun. Forever cursed. Oof. Feels bad, man. Yeah, real hunts take it with the recurve. Yeah, I feel like if I do eventually find a great one, it's either gonna be killed with the air rifle or the recurve. Because those are, I think, what would be the most entertaining. Personally, I'm probably gonna do the air rifle just because the air rifle was my thing for a while. That used to be what I would always do. Trying to get different diamonds with air rifle and stuff. You can use the air gun on foxes? Oh, man. Great one fox win? Would love to get a great one fox. Okay, I might be crazy, but I think out of the corner of my eye, I just might have seen an albino doe. I think that doe that just called might be albino. I might be crazy, but... nope, she's somewhere else. Maybe I saw something different. I could have swore I saw something white on the beach, though. I guess we'll see shortly. I'm curious now. It looked like it was. Oh. Nope, it's water. That little patch of water right there. Yeah, I'm just crazy, my dudes. Ah, feels bad, Billy. Oof, my dude. That's unfortunate. Oh, there we go. There's an elk. This is gonna complete 2 missions, I believe. If this guy's a heavy one, it'll complete 2 missions. We need to spot him for one of the missions and then kill him for another one. Yeah, we're not gonna get a spot on him like that. Call the Wild is fun for family. Or are you talking about Classic? I'm guessing you're referring to Classic, because Call the Wild is on PS4. This one might be heavy enough. I think I need 457 or something like that. Let me check. I'm pretty sure I need 457 for this mission. 453. So if this is on the high end of this weight estimate, then it should be good. This one should be okay for the mission. Oh, you meant Classic. I kind of figured, but yeah, sadly it's not. And unfortunately, it would be very hard for them to do that. I'm sure they'd love to, it's just not really possible at the moment, sadly. It would take a lot of work trying to get a game this old onto consoles. And in the end, I just don't think it would be, like, worth it from a business standpoint for them. But I know there's a lot of people that would love to play the game that only play on consoles, so people would play it. It's just a matter of probably them not being able to make their money back that they'd have to spend on getting it over to consoles. Because at the end of the day, they're a business and have to make their money back. Yes, I actually only shoot 3-inch shells. Man, I forgot what load it is that I use, but I've got this one turkey load that if you shoot a couple shots out of it, your shoulder is just bruised. Oh, same, Flinter. I love that so much. And even if we couldn't get like a remaster of Classic, I think just a game mode in Call of the Wild that resembles Classic would be much appreciated. Like, if they can't do a whole remaster, at least give us a similar game mode in Call of the Wild. Which, I mean, during their quality of life stream, there was a few people that brought that up, like a harder game mode in Call of the Wild. So I really hope they listen to that. I really hope they do. I pitched kind of the same idea towards them, so hopefully. Hopefully if enough of us ask for it, we'll actually get that kind of a thing. It's all turkey loads? Yeah, sounds about right. Currently, all of my guns are at my mom's place because I don't really know if the apartments that we're in would allow them in here or not. And also, I don't want to have to deal with all the like paperwork to transfer the registration over because all of my guns I got when I was like 16 and 17, so they're all registered to her, therefore I can't have them here yet. I have to wait till we get it all transferred over, which is such a annoying process that I just haven't even bothered with it yet. Oh my gosh, yes, Kyla, that drove me nuts seeing turkey constantly. It was, oh man, that was good times. Good times. Six by six? Nice, still. 2 Troll Gemsbach? Ooh, that is unfortunate. Yeah, it definitely does suck sometimes, real main. How many animals have you killed IRL? Not a ton. The times that I've gone out for hunting never really had a lot of luck. I've killed a lot of small game, but never got my chance at big game. I almost sealed the deal on a buck once, but couldn't get steady and didn't want to take the risky shot that it would have been. So I have just decided not to pull the trigger. Yeah, Kyla? Yeah, pretty much, Johnny. That is true. I think it's because people are kind of disappointed with the fact that they don't have some kind of true score. Currently, all the turkeys, they just look the same, and that's a huge negative for a lot of people, including myself. I want them to have different beard lengths, spur lengths, double beards, stuff like that. I feel like currently the turkeys just aren't what they are in Classic. Like in Classic, turkeys are so much fun, and they're way more realistic. And there's so many different variables and stuff with them to make them be a little bit different from each other. And Call of the Wild is just not like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still fun to blast a turkey with the shotguns and smoke them with the bows, but it's just not the same as the way Classic has it. Maybe once you get settled down. Yeah, probably. Probably once we get everything sorted out. And also, my mom still has to find all the paperwork and stuff from it. But we'll get them all transferred over eventually, and then I can actually bring them in here. Oh, it was so close. No, it was so close to being the right weight. Actually, we don't want to go that way. That'll be getting in somebody's way. So we'll probably just cut through there, or something like that. Actually, we've been streaming for 2 hours now, so I should probably think about ending it soon. Oh yeah, I hate how you can use the 22 on them. It's just not, it's not great. I'd be okay with the 223 being okay for them, but not the 22 because the 22 is semi-auto. If you could use the 223, then you could still use a rifle on them, but you couldn't get those quick follow-up shots, which that's honestly what kind of kills it. Because like in Classic, you can use the 223 on them, but it's not super overpowered because it's loud, it has a slower fire rate. I mean, unless you use the AR, but it's still loud, which spooks them off quicker. So I think that would be a better option, make the 223 usable on them. But the problem is their current class system just makes that really hard to do. Like, I love the class system, but there's a lot of flaws with it. But the longer the streams, the bigger the males. I know, but the hotter my room gets and the more I sweat. We don't want that. It's already hot here, and the fact that this is a smaller apartment than our previous one, it just keeps the heat in even more. So unfortunately, it's hard for me to do longer streams now because I just overheat. Once I get an AC, it'll be a little better, but we don't have an AC at the moment. So we're running off of fans and open windows. Yeah, true. I guess you could do the whole vitals thing. I think that if you're using a shotgun, though, vitals shouldn't matter with turkeys, but if you're using something like the 22, I guess that could be a way to kind of make it so the 22's not as overpowered for them. They need to fix that turkey death animation. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. I haven't hunted turkeys much recently. It should die. That one should die. No worries, Tyler. No worries, my dude. You haven't missed a ton, man. I've been gone for a few days, and we just started up the streams again yesterday, so you probably haven't missed too much. Just turn your room into a refrigerator. I wish, man. I'd be so much happier right now. But it's so hot, honestly. Funniest is when they flop on the ground. Yeah, it really is. They're flying through the sky, you pop them with the 22, and next thing you know, they faceplant. That is pretty satisfying. Especially when they faceplant in the water. That's great. That elk looked like it was slowing down, so I don't think it ran that far, even though it says body. Because it slowed down right when I smacked it. At least I hope this guy didn't run too far. Guess it's possible that it still did. Not sure what you mean, Billy. Yeah, that sentence was confusing me. People need to invent a jacked that mails you cold. I'm confused, man. I'm sure there's at least a typo or two in there, but I'm confused. Oh, there it is. That's a moose. That is a moose antler. 116 moose antler. Wait, that's a 116? What? That didn't look like a 116. Was there a second one that I just didn't see? How is that a 1/16? That was the tiniest moose antler. Was part of it in the ground or something? 1/16, what? Yeah, it had to have been a pair. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's no way it wasn't a pair. That was way too small to be a 1/16. Oh, a jacket that makes you cold when you... Oh, okay. So you're talking about, like, maybe one that you can throw ice packs in or something? That could be interesting, I guess. Or maybe, like, just get yourself a tack vest and instead of armor plates, just put those ice packs that they put in coolers. Improvised body armor. I'm kidding, by the way, don't do that. Yeah, I don't think we got this elk. I thought that because it slowed down, we might have actually got a decent shot, but I guess not. Oh my gosh, Billy, that's funny. I haven't used autocorrect in years, so I've honestly even forgot, like, how it works. But anyway, I'm getting close to being done, though, so I'm probably going to go into the lodge. But I have to get out of multiplayer to go to the lodge, sadly. Actually, no, I can go here, I guess. I guess it's only to... Oh, actually, no, because I got to put that trophy up, so I do have to exit. There's an armor set that's actually a thing. I will try to drop the link in Discord. Alright, cool. His bedtime? Maybe for you, Kyla, but for me, it's editing time. Nice, Billy. I mean, the red deer are pretty sweet, so... Can't complain with that. Gotta love some red deer. Alright, we still got 3 in here. Gosh. Corin has 32,000 hunter score. Jeez. That's a lot of hunter score. Yeah, same, Connor. I don't like it either. It's the same way in Call of the Wild, though, which... That I really don't get either. At least in Classic, you can visit your trophy lodge in multiplayer. You just can't put new stuff up. But in Call of the Wild, you just in general can't join it through multiplayer. Ah, Flinter, that's rough, man. 4 hours. Jeez. I'm lucky that recently on multiplayer I haven't had to do anything crazy like that. I mean, given I don't play multiplayer as much as a lot of people just because of the amount of bugs that I run into, but it's been a long time since I've had to chase something that long. But the last time I did, I chased a level 5 mule deer for probably 2 hours, and this was right after I got back into the game when they announced that true racks were coming. And I chased a mule deer level 5 for a couple hours, and by the time I found it, somebody else shot it right in front of me. And they knew I was chasing after it too. It just absolutely, like, killed multiplayer for me. I didn't want to go back into multiplayer after that. I haven't yet, Connor. I gotta wait for YouTube to allow me to download the VOD before I can actually start editing that. I'm hoping that it'll be done by the end of this, and then I'll get to editing that video, because the last couple days, Yukon's been really good to us. We had the double diamond harlequins yesterday, and then the double diamond wolves today, so that'll definitely be a video. And then I'm gonna try and get another Call of the Wild video going. But tomorrow's video is gonna be a classic video because I got a pretty cool animal off of Logger's Point to show you guys. That's one of the coolest looking things I've seen in a while. But anyway, now that everybody is out of the server, we'll go ahead and jump into a single player so we can actually go into our lodge. Double diamonds. Yeah, pretty much. Yukon's never really that good to me, but it's been good the last couple days, and then Medved's been typical Medved, giving us absolutely nothing. Oh, okay, I'm in single player. For some reason, I thought I started multiplayer again. But yeah, I've been really trying to grind out Medved hard recently, and we just never have any luck with what I'm after. I never find any good musk deer or lynx, and that's all we've been trying to get. I've been trying to get a good musk deer for a couple weeks now. And we've gone to Medved for, I think, 5 or 6 different streams, grinding out musk deer, and just never had anything good. Barely any max weights, even. It's just been sad. But then we go to Yukon and we get double diamonds, like you said. Alright, so let's go to this one right here. And let's see if we can find a spot to put this. Actually... wrong one. I forgot the animal that I want to show off is in this lodge. I can't go in here. We gotta go to a different lodge, my dudes. Sorry. I can't show off the trophy for tomorrow's video. What are you gonna grind tomorrow? Probably some more musk deer, to be honest. We'll do musk deer and then maybe some Silver Ridge Peaks after. Alright. So let's go put this little guy up now. Oh, we can also toss up some of our other trophies that didn't quite make it into the other lodge. We'll put that on the full body mount. Think that's the low one? It's definitely not the low one. Honestly, let's put it here. I think that's lower. Let me look. No, it's not. The doll sheep is, though. Just need to switch them around again. There we go. Alright, later, Johnny. But there you guys go. There's the non-typical we got at the beginning of the stream, and there's that fantastic hand antler, or whatever you would call it. Definitely an interesting looking non-tip. But pretty cool. I'll definitely take this any day. Sometimes these weird looking ones like this are better than the big ones even. So I honestly don't mind getting them. I know, right, Kyla? It's great. It's fantastic. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the tops of those smaller level, I believe level 4 red deer, the true rack red deer, that have those little like hands at the top. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It is, Billy. Big male for sure. Smallest non-tip I've seen, but one of the coolest too. But yeah, now that we've shown this off, hope you guys enjoy the stream. It's always fun to do these late night classic streams. I quite enjoy these, and for sure want to do more of these whenever I can. So probably sometime in the next couple days I'll try to get a couple videos done in one day so we can actually do something like this. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for stopping by, and I will see you all in the next stream. Peace.